Hello and welcome back to Barely D&D, your sort of Dungeons and Dragons podcast. This is Noah, your cartographer, and welcome to another episode of the Accidental Adventures.
That was good, dude.
Thank you.
Like you were reading that off of paper. That was good.
I will keep my secrets.
Yeah, so that was our map guy, listeners.
Hey!
That's Noah, the map guy.
That's all he does.
He's the map.
guy. He's the map.
He's the
guy.
Yes, thank you, Noah.
No,
Um,
no, I'm just kidding.
cash banishment.
Hey, we're
welcome
sending him
back
back
to
to his map room to make more maps.
We keep him in a tiny room.
Put him in the map room.
He can only
We
use the
said,
bathroom when he makes another
Thank
The
you,
map.
Noah.
Minecraft
Go
villager.
back to the basement. Get
No,
back to your
the
maps.
Dungeons
With
and
the
Dragons.
dragons.
Noah is the dragon.
In the dungeon.
In the dungeon.
So clearly, welcome back to Barely D&D. As we say every time, this couldn't be a different podcast. Welcome back to the Accidental Adventures, everybody. For you, it's just another episode, but for us, we've had a little bit of a break. We're about to have a long
No,
break.
we haven't.
This
We
is
had
going
a
to be
couple
our.
one shots.
Oh no, that's true. No, that's true. We did just.
What?
Sorry, the other
We're
campaign
on
has had a
regular
long break.
Edge.
No, you're
I
right.
love all those colors.
Do you want another square? I have this one.
I'm trying so hard here. you gosh
Hey.
darn it.
Abby
gosh
keeps
darn
pulling
nerds.
squares out of her bag like it's a
Bag of holding.
thank you brain malfunction there for a second.
Okay.
So
Take it away, DM.
anyway, thank you for the
That-
permission. We're about to go on quite a break. We're about to not record again for like a month. So we're stockpiling some episodes here. But Lando's not going to be joining us for the first episode. We always have a ludicrous reason for why someone's not here. Can someone help me come up with one for Landon?
He's fishing.
He hates our guts.
Yes.
It's the Arctic
Because
Ocean.
he doesn't have guts.
It's funny because it's his medical history. Ah! Anyway, so to get away from his gut envy, Landon has gone up to the Arctic to fish. So he's not here for episode 1, but turns out the Arctic's not far from Texas, so he'll be back for episode 2 probably. But we're just going to get into the Accidental Adventures as we usually would. I have a Letterder question. And it's occurring to me now that it's a little bit like one we've done in the past, but I think it's different enough. I don't know. Y'all tell me if we need to
We
change.
will tell you.
So not the players, your character. Who's your character's ship in the world? So like of the people your character has met, who are the people that your character's like, oh, they need to get together?
How long do we have, Zachary?
Not long, dear goodness, please. Hi, Moose. Abby's big pitbull snuggling with me as we record.
Shout out to Pitbulls. They are the best, and I love them.
We've talked on
She's
hours
so
at length
cute.
about them.
Can we get a word
I
from
love
Moose?
it.
Can a word of silence for Moose?
Moose?
She got shy.
She got shy.
Yes.
right,
That's
well,
what she would
we
say if
love
she
you,
could talk.
And,
have an answer.
Yeah, I have.
Who is
yeah,
the
I have a
DM NPC?
Ooh, nom.
I want
No,
I
wait.
do want to know Telos.
I want it to be
Wait.
Tello, and I want his ship to be with, like, it has to be of who someone in the party he thinks should be with.
Yeah, what if we narrowed it to like within our
Well,
party?
you don't get to dictate Tella's mind and thoughts.
No.
Well,
But
I think
wait,
that's rude.
what if we narrowed the question down to like within our boat, who do you think should get together?
Oh yeah, ooh.
Sure, put that pressure on yourselves for no
Oh.
reason. I like it.
No, I thought that
Okay.
was just for Tello.
Understood. Nope, doing it for everybody.
Sorry.
Well, there you go.
Oh, Jackie said
She
they
really
know.
said, "Teacher, where's the homework?" And we're gonna do nose goes.
It's more fun that
My hands were in my pocket.
Jackie, Ro, why
Yeah.
don't you answer that pregunt?
Wait, does it have to be both people on the boat? Because I was gonna say
No, I don't think
Spagoober
so.
and that bookstore lady from way back in the Palm of Air.
Oh, wow, dude,
Yeah,
that was a way back. The
we had talked about that a
Dragonborn
lot.
lady.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you have to answer your own questions for the boat. On the boat, who's getting together?
they both have to be on the boat.
No,
Oh,
I
that'd
say
be on
just
the board.
one. Just one.
Brother and
God,
sister.
both be on the boat.
No, just one.
Yeah,
'Cause
overlap.
Okay.
person.
Okay.
You can do both.
I don't even know who goes.
Yeah, we'll do both.
Okay, if
Listener, when you can't hear, Jackie keeps like grimacing and wincing.
well, I was trying to think of even someone for Ro, but I was like, no one on the book. Well, Ro and Spagoober
no.
have that pact.
Yeah,
That's
this
true.
is who
We have a marriage pact.
this is who Ro thinks should get together.
Could it not be herself and someone? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Also, okay, so she's crushed on Spagoober. Okay, got it.
They have a marriage
There was
pact.
a long pause. That was
No.
not denial.
What? That was confusing.
Anyway, next person.
Oh no.
I
did
have
you
an
have another one?
answer.
Okay, Craig.
I don't
I
even know.
will not abide by the rules. I refuse to.
Dude, shout out to Mike. Just now.
Gretta
I'm gonna
and
use that
Nifty.
next time in combat. What?
Gretta,
Greta
and
and
Nifty, but not. It's gonna be
Wait,
platonic.
they are both very old. Because in my head, I was like, no, Greta. And I was like, no, Greta's.
No, because the
Greta's
way I think
dirt.
about it is that they would be like they would basically be married, but like best friend kind of married. I don't think that it would ever become like
Oh.
physical.
You could have said romantic love there, but okay.
Listen, what you didn't hear is Mika turned on the Riz, put her palms up, and like rubbed them around a little bit. Went physical.
I think that they would
Mika
just
said that
do
like she was trying to pick up a hot date. You know what I mean?
come on.
Mika said, "How you doing?"
No.
She did it again.
I think that they would be platonic best. Oh gosh, there's a baby sleeping
That's
in my
not
house.
Oh, that's true. That's not the question though. We're talking about like wow, like romance. So looks like Craig's having weird thoughts about Greta and Nifty. Weird.
I think that they would do really well together if Nifty came to terms like in I don't know if he would ever want to move on. You know what I mean? Like he might be too sad by his love
Craig and
interest
his wife?
passing.
if he didn't have a wife.
Okay, well, he does have a
Craig
wife.
has a wife. We're not going to accept this
Greta?
other dimension.
We have a very
Greta.
small pool on this boat.
Greta, it's Greta.
No, we're on the ocean. It's a pretty big pool.
Kirk really said, "There's a lot of fish in the sea." Greta.
I have two. Bella Andra and the Count. Because those
Okay,
are my
that's
two
not
least favorite
remotely the
people.
question.
My
Wait,
my
hold
other
on,
one.
hold on. Let's unpack that a little bit. Bella Andra and the Count.
I hate
You
them
want Bella Andra
Ew.
to be with the Count?
so much.
That
Yeah.
would give her way too much power.
Think about how bad that would be for you guys.
I just kind of think,
You think they'd make a good couple?
I don't know. They're both
We don't know
horrible.
the count well enough.
And I think I'm sorry, Jackie, but I ship Ro and Thespis. And I think Greta does
Not
too.
on the boat.
That's true. It
Thespis
has-
can be on the boat.
Yeah,
They
like
can
the
get
on the boat.
married on
Okay,
the
but
boat.
you have to give an answer. You have to give an on the boat answer.
No, Craig didn't.
Shh, we don't talk about it. We don't talk
Craig
about
said.
it.
Micah opted to.
That's true.
Micah
No.
might have made a
Craig,
powerful statement. No, she made a statement.
and we're very impressed by her statement. So, Micah, who's your on the boat vote? On the boat vote.
I think Nom will begin to like Spagoober before Spagoober knows that Nom likes him.
Dude, three simultaneous. Three
child.
simultaneous.
No,
You went, "What?"
No, I think Nom and Bilfrey maybe.
Ro and Nom could have
Opposites
like
attract.
an enemies
Come
to lovers arc.
This is true. This is true.
I don't see it.
Nope. Nope.
I on the boat.
Nom said,
Probably
I do hate you.
And this is like love. Love.
Greba, what were you saying before I cut you off with my funny fun?
It's okay. Don't ever apologize for cutting me off in lieu of funny fun.
Just kidding.
I think Ro and Spagoober. I think Bazz. I'm trying to pair everyone up. I think Ro and Spagoober,
Everyone.
Oh.
Bazz and Nom, Tello and
wait.
Plot.
Whoa.
Tell him
Balls
plot.
no- Wait.
Wait, you're gonna put Ro with
Hold on. I'm kind of getting Bazz and Nom. I kind of get it.
And Tello and Ploth.
Why Tello and Ploth? If anyone should be paired up, it should be
Okay,
Tello
hold
and
on. Tello did like that big strong orc lady from.
Oh, he did, yeah.
Ooh, that kind of works. He likes big strong muscle ladies.
I want to see Zach roleplay a date by himself with Tello.
Office hours.
Zach slowly going crazy on a date with himself as two characters in a
Not
game.
only do I need to roleplay the romance by myself, but I need to roleplay Tello being the big strong muscle lady, being into her little elf guy by myself. Guys, this is the best intro question we've had in a long time. All right, take it away, Micah.
And then
What? It's you, bro.
Oh, I'm the DM.
Wait, wait, Gretta had another one, right?
Well, I was thinking about Thespis, but I can't think of anyone else for Thespis.
She's hammering this home. Okay. Oh wait, Tello has to answer.
Mm-hmm.
Who does Tello think should get together? Well, since all of us have done both, I will do both. So boat and non-boat. I'm gonna say that Tello. You know what? I'm gonna say that Tello felt really sorry for. I mean, I don't know that she needs anybody. She's very good on her own, but he doesn't know that. I think he felt really sorry for that old lady you guys met at the docks in Home Cove, whose house you said you would stay at and then never went to. She was like, "I'll take you into my home," and you're like, "Psych." I think he felt really sorry for her, and I think he got similar energy from Vrangrim, Daniel's character on the island. I think he thinks they would make a cute old pair. I don't think he understands that they wouldn't. Like, DM Zach knows that's a bad idea, but Tello the character thinks that's really cute. And then on the boat, I'm trying to decide whether or not Tello has a crush on Ploth, but because since you said that, I was like, I think Tello does. I don't know. I got to keep that to myself. If. But
the next session, the session's gonna open and Gretta's gonna be like, "Tello, do you have a crush on Ploth?"
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Gretta and Ro are gonna be like, "Tello."
Oh no, he's typing.
Oh no.
No, I'm responding to Micah.
I'll be right back for no specific reason.
Micah's asking questions about peeing.
I'll be back for no specific reason. There's,
Okay. Dude, that was so awkward. Get out of here. And then on the boat, I think Tello's gonna have to go with. I mean, I think there's people that Tello ships Craig with in his head, but like Craig's so into his wife that like you can't really make it, which is cute. I think Tello ships Ro and Spagoober. I think Tello ships Ro.
What is happening?
Are you coming for my Rowan Thespis ship?
I will take Spagoober every day over Thespis.
Okay,
it's good.
Ro would bonk him.
No,
she never uses her rapier. She would use it on him.
I wanted to give you a face like, "Oh, come on," but then you made me laugh. All right. Okay, so back to D&D. Are y'all ready? Because we're about to do that thing where I say for my note-taking nerds, and then all the note-taking nerds do.
Do you want to count how many squares I have? Do you want me to tell the audience how many squares that I have?
Abby, before we begin this D&D session I've prepared, I would really like you to tell how many listeners, tell the listeners how many knitting squares you have.
I'll count them and then I'll get back to you later on in the episode.
If you can comment how many squares.
I acquiesced to your sudden interruption, and then you were like, "I don't have the time for that guy," and I was like, "I'm sorry. I obviously should have known."
I'm sorry.
All right. Okay. For my note-taking nerds. Guys, we're funny today. We're funny today, guys.
You guys were so funny. Oh my god.
Guys are funny.
Guys. This is the Accidental Adventures, and this is episode 96.
What?
Carry
That's the year
Flame.
I was born. What? What's
like
the
you
name of
didn't
the
hear me.
episode?
This is episode 96, Carry the Flame.
Carry on.
I'm sorry, listeners. And if the players will remember correctly, episode 95 was Keep the Fire.
Oh, I had a crazy dream about the Olympics, and there was a guy who ran up and lit the Olympic flame on fire. He was carrying the flame and keeping the fire.
I mean, I want you to know I do care about you, and I want to DM the session so badly, you know?
Okay.
It's a level 10 adventure.
What?
Okay.
I'm ready.
all
I'm
right.
ready. What's the date?
The date is 3488. Police Bubba.
I didn't like that.
Police Bubba. Also, Micah, this is episode 96, Carry the Flame. Welcome back from your potty break.
I didn't go potty. There was no reason I left.
The rest of the day, it's 3488 PB. Biala Drone 20 still. It's still the same day. Top up.
Wait, what episode is it?
96.
Okay. I knew that. My brain remembered a different number. And it really confused me. I thought you said 98. And I was like, where was I for those other sessions?
Either way, isn't it crazy that we're halfway through the 90s? We are about to be in the 100s.
That is bonkers.
That's nuts. You guys are level 10. We've been doing this for more than 2 years.
10 episodes per level, baby.
Let's go.
Bialadrone 20th, Topep, and it is 1:19 p.m. Abby, I didn't realize you were putting lip balm on with your finger, and I thought you were just slowly chewing on your fingertips. And I was like, yeah, that checks out. We are 17 minutes in. Okay. How's everybody feeling about music volume?
I hear no
I
music.
don't
I
hear
can't hear it.
anything.
I also don't hear any music.
Now I
Okay.
hear it, and I don't like that song.
Do you hear it?
Oh yeah, I don't like it.
You should-
Oh, this is the... Guys, I'm sorry,
change
that's
it.
the wrong song.
okay. I'm
We were all
glad.
like,
I'm glad.
No.
Oh,
I was like, guys, what the heck, guys? Guys.
We were like, we refuse. Goodbye.
this is much better.
I want to do that thing where I adjust the volume. Should I mess with the volume or should I leave it?
I think this is good.
You should leave it.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Lay off.
Does this have? Does it not? Does it change every time? Because it feels like you always change it. Does it not save the volume for you?
It's gotta be different.
No,
for
it
each
does save the
song.
volume, but just every time it's not quite what. The problem is that we used to use the P8, and this is good for so many things, but the P8, I could get everything exactly where I want. But anyway, the music on the P8 was just slap a bonkers. But fun guys.
Sassy
You
DM.
are in a giant crater filled with what is rapidly melting snow. It's really weird, like we talked about last time, because like everything like knees down is really cold, but the storm is breaking up overhead, just kind of like falling apart as nimbus becomes stratus, and the clouds get thinner and thinner and rise further upward, and the day is just rapidly turning into clear blues and warm weather. And Abby is oh, it's her nose. I was like, what is she reaching for? As the snow is continuing to melt, this crater is starting to slowly turn kind of slushy, which is interesting because it is also still filled with scattered charred bones.
That's so gross.
And this thing could become like a really weird like pond at some point. But it's a very slow transformation. Right now the snow is just getting soft, but it's doing it very quickly because it's just the middle of summer, in the middle of the day. And you guys are in a you've emerged from a cave at the edge, which, given its depth in the crater, will kind of like flood first once the snow really melts. It's not going to suddenly happen to you guys, but it's coming at some point in the next couple days. So retrieving the items you want from the cave is not a bad idea. But you guys have just finished you guys, as much as almost anyone else on Yalabrin, have had your world shifted again and again and had your lives changed. So I don't want to say a life-changing conversation, because you guys have had quite a few of those. I mean, it's fair to say that there are a few people in the world who had their minds blown as many times in the last year as you all. But for the like months the group has been together, one of the larger conversations you've had, as Bazz has revealed all sorts of information that he was hiding from you all about his time in the Feywild, and the cloak he recovered, and a deal he made with Hag at the end.
Rope wasn't in there and Craig was asleep. So,
and we can abide by that. We can.
Okay.
And I don't mean this sassy at all. This is genuine.
Yeah.
Or we can just acknowledge that would create a bunch of unnecessary complications, and we can just say that we know the information.
I think that'd be good.
The
Maybe
players.
we overheard, or Gretta pulled us aside and told us, or something.
We really don't have to. But thank you for
Okay.
keeping track.
I just wanted
Also,
to know
I
how
just
we
noticed
wanted
those socks
to
in
go
your set.
Abby gave them to me.
It's a bunch of fungus on fire, which is like you guys every handful of sessions. But so you guys have just had this huge conversation with Bazz, which has had a lot of information for all of you, but Gretta, for you specifically, quite a few revelations about one. As we discussed last time, you've had a number of small revelations about what this means for the intentions of the Coven Crown, and you uniquely are poised to understand what a significant pickle you guys are in, because you uniquely understand the threat of the three powers, this trifecta of powers converging on you all, who all want opposite things. So you all have just had that conversation, and Ro, you've left the group behind and gone and spoken to this tall tabaxi woman who the great Terrence hailed as his mentor, who has swooped in and joined you all in the battle at the last moment, and who has said goodbye to Terrence, who's kind of unceremoniously departed and been like, okay, going back to my wife. And so he's left off to his home. And Jaci is, we'll say that, like, she's spoken about, like, yes, we need to go west for, I don't remember the conversation from last time, but she was like, yeah, let's go. And she's giving you guys a little bit to just kind of like coordinate and figure things out. And for the sake of Landon not being here right now, we'll just say that Bazz is, when Landon role plays him, he has periods of being suddenly very involved and suddenly very to himself. So he's just in one of his pensive states, given the, honestly, at this point, what are regular traumatic events in your life. And he's just processing a great deal of information. And after having shared so much, he's just thinking. So the party is there.
One thing I want to say, I don't think Gretta would have shared a lot of those. She's very private about her hag information. So what Gretta, and I'm not trying to be like stinky as a player, but that is.
I'm not trying to be stinky, guys.
That she probably wouldn't have shared as openly as maybe Bazz would have. One thing, when she's gonna think, and she's gonna finish talking to Bazz, and she's gonna go out and, what's her name? Shasky? No.
Jaci.
Shasky is a place.
Yes, very confusing. We have so many made-up names at this point.
Jaci.
Jaci is the country. Jaci is the lady.
Jaci, okay.
And if you guys need it, it's SHA-SII. Jaci.
A-SII? Okay. She is Gretta.
Greta.
Greta is going to go to Jaci, and when there's like an opening, she's going to approach and ask a question.
Okay. So,
I'm
as
just
Ro
chilling.
and Bazz and Craig and Tello kind of converse, Tello's like coming out of it. He's come around a lot lately. He's been like, okay, this is my life now. I'm with these man folks. But he still gets pretty shaken up pretty often. And so he's coming down, because he was just making snow angels for a while there, but he's rejoined you guys. And Greta, as you break off from the group, it's still snow. It's not water yet, but it's turning into very soft snow, you know? And like as you push your leg through it, it's kind of less of like a crunch of like fresher and more frozen snow. It's more like a and everywhere you push your legs, it like cakes up and holds, you know? And then like the edges like sloughed away. The bones are still in great piles, but the sizzling charred chunks are starting to like cool. And there's you're getting like, you can hear faint like whizzes of like where gas is escaping broken sections in the hardened marrow that has been like flash burned and cracked.
I didn't know that was a thing that happened.
And Gretta, specifically, this is quite an experience for you because where everyone else is pushing snow away from their shins, it's at your hips. And the soft snow is like caking wet onto your clothes.
Yeah.
But as you walk through it, you walk up to Jaci, who is very tall. She's taller than Bazz. And where she stands in the snow, her like kind of backward bowing legs, because she has those cat legs where like the shin bones go all the way up, or the toe bones go all the way up to like what looks like her backward knee. And as she stands tall there in the snow, and it's worth saying that some Tabaxi people have forward-facing knee and some have backward flavor. But she's just like gorgeous. And that's not to say in necessarily like, you know, the human sexual attraction way. Not that someone couldn't be, but just like in the striking, like she looks like a Siberian lynx. I mean, her pelage is incredible. And she has those kind of like tight, very muted, like kind of tan gray. It's like a battle dress kind of pulled around her. Very sleek and practical. And she has that huge kind of like bone staghorn staff she's standing with. And those epaulets, the rings of fur, her cloak's cut off at the shoulders. And she's very fluffy, so it's hard to tell, but you can tell even under her fluffy fur that she's also kind of like a lean, kind of jacked. She's got like a real like nature warrior lady thing going. But you notice that the rings, the epaulets on her fur, Gretta, as you approach, they're still slightly different color than the rest of her. They're still kind of like an orangey gold. And if for a moment it looks like it's like the fur tips are catching in the sunlight, as you get closer and look at it, Gretta, you realize that it's like the magic is still burning off of her. And it's like there's like just a little bit of like kind of like a golden fire at the edge of her fur that's still like kind of burning away from those epaulets.
That's cool.
And you notice as you get closer to her that like the snow around her is melting faster and kind of steaming a little bit. But she's just standing there looking very tall and proud, huge to you at your diminutive height. She's looking over all of the broken, charred bones everywhere. She's just watching them all.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to her and kind of like stand. She's making Gretta a little nervous just because she's super cool. And so I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna like kind of stand next to her and like kind of copy her posture and like look out. Like it seems like she's kind of just surveying the area and just thinking Gretta's gonna do that. And I just think I want to like picture the height difference of like Gretta standing up to her waist in snow, like her clothes are all wet. And she's like just like sitting like trying to be really like regal and cool next to this actually regal and cool cat woman.
Your black gray hair is like still kind of puffed out because you have been recently shocked, and the tips are still smoking a little bit from where the electricity burned the keratin. And
Cool.
but you are both standing there, and she doesn't like kind of look at you at all, but it's not like cold or distant. She's just very deeply in thought. And you, Gretta, you are worldly enough and you've had enough experience that you just have the sensation of that like kind of tacit regard, you know, of someone acknowledge, because her stance shifts and she shifts like toward you, still looking away as if she's accepting your presence and letting you ponder quietly next to her. And there are birds flying across the clearing, and as she's standing there, 3 really big
She's a cat.
she gets on all fours and just
Her eyes get bigger.
she goes her tail goes back and forth. No, but 3 huge ravens. And Ro, we'll just skip the nature check. Ro, you would know these are called Zegian ravens. It's not a very creative name, but they are famously the biggest corvids in the world. And it's not that you would know what a corvid is, but these birds are huge. They are ravens. And as Texans, you guys know this, but you guys know turkey vultures?
I love turkey vultures.
Yo.
They're not quite that big, but they're not too much smaller. So they are huge. These 3 Zegian ravens sort of like, and they just land on different points of this huge, and her staff, to say again, is like a huge like stag's antler, one long antler where only the central stem remains, and from a stag, impossibly large, because the antler is like almost as tall as she is, and it's long bow, and it's like all the other branches have been cut away so that there's just the central like stem of the horn, or of the antler, with all its prongs and points. And as she stands there holding it, the ravens land at different points, and they have like a sort of iridescent trim to all the primary feathers on their wings, and they just sort of like and they like clack their beaks a little bit, but she just doesn't regard them. They just land there next to her, as druids seem to have animals just kind of attracted to them. She's just surveying quietly with you, Greta.
I want to turn into one of these.
Okay.
Not right now, but like one day.
Jackie, we can skip the whole stat block nonsense,
Yeah.
and you can just take the stat blocks for like a regular. I mean, like I guess you can just take the stat blocks for like a hawk. I don't know if there's a raven or a crow in 5e. I think there is. Oh, I need to turn the music back on.
There is.
I think there is. But what you can know is that instead of your size class being tiny, it is small, which is really big for a beast. And your fly speed would be 50 feet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's pretty fast.
That is very fast. It's very fast.
That's
So,
very fast.
Anyway, Zegian raven. But anyway, these birds alight. Greta, you are standing next to Jaci. Jaci's doing the Macarena. What's going on?
What? I didn't know that.
What? It's actually called the Zegerina.
I hate that got me.
So Reba, she's gonna like probably like.
I thought that's what you were saying to Jaci. I thought you were like, "Sapu," and I was like, oh.
So after a while, she is going to
Greta walks up next to Jaci and goes, "Hey, yo, boo boo bear."
Okay, let me. Greta. After a while, they're gonna sit there, or she's just gonna be there in silence. But after a bit, she's gonna go. She's gonna like clear her throat, like. And she's gonna look up.
Jaci just warmly turns her head and kind of looks down over her shoulder at you.
And Greta is gonna ask, do you happen to have any spell components on you?
She sort of, you watch her eyes trail away from you and up and to the right as she's just kind of like thinking. She scans down at her sides, and there are indeed like, she has this kind of like hide practical like waist belt run through the central like seam at the waist of the battle sleeve thing, and with all these leather pouches hanging off of it, she like, you watch her, she shifts the staff to the left hand and kind of squeezes some of the pouches, and she says, I have a few. And what are you in search of?
Well, I have I have some gold and I can pay you for it, but I was wanting to cast a spell that could help me get some more history on the area, and I just need some about 40 gold worth of incense and 4 ivory strips, but I get that might be a little strange.
I am sorry, child. I do not know if I am the individual you would seek for such resources.
Okay. I just wanted to check. Thank you, though.
Have you considered? And her eyes sort of trail the bones, and she says, but there might be ivory strips among them.
Wow. No, I hadn't. No.
I am very well acquainted with these forests, and there is a kind of beast here in the Yosk that has ivory coming out of its head instead of its face. It might be worth peering through these bones and seeing if you find anything.
Okay. Thank you.
And as for incense, this would be the mark of a cleric more than a druid, probably.
Yeah.
If you found not a similar resource among Terrans, most of what I have, I collect from the forest around me.
Okay. Thank you.
It is good to meet you, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
She smiles warmly. A huge, fuzzy hand extends downward. And it's kind of like cute. And then as she flexes her fingers forward, these huge claws come in and back out. But she just, reaches down.
I take it.
Little hand, big hand. handshake.
I'm sure all of us appreciate your help. I know I appreciate your help in that fight.
No. I appreciate your help. This is my land to watch over. I missed the big bone monster. I heard on the wing of ill fate a bird that had spoken to Terrence knows me as well. That came and spoke. I meant to get here faster, but I could not find where you were. And I'm glad I was able to be useful in the end.
Why couldn't you find us?
I didn't know where you were. The bird was very unhelpful.
Okay.
That big Willie, he's so vague.
Yeah.
He might have had a concussion.
Anyway, she doesn't say that.
No.
So are you gonna accompany us west?
You could make the venture on your own, but I thought I would be much more useful in baking.
That would be wonderful.
I have made assumptions here, and I apologize. I'm not a people person.
No, I get it.
Are you lacking in any information of who I am? What is happening? I've made assumptions here.
I gathered you were an ally.
Yes.
I gathered that you were a friend of Terrence and
Do you know much of Druidic tradition?
no.
I am. I do not know how this extends to much of the other world. That's just my home. I learned Common from a Biastan, so my first language is not Common, and though I do not know Biastan, I have Biastan accent. So Druidic was my first tongue. Well, I was an awoken animal, a beast first. But I was more than given mind, the first flame that burns, made me into a full person. And I was apprentice for a brief time to Hyundin, the great archdruid of Sage
wow.
in the Westwood. And he was very briefly my mentor and very soon slain by the dragon. I was left to learn, and there was a friendly Biastan dwarf who taught me Common and and taught me of nature. But as I grew in druidic learnings and inherited Sedge as the land I protected, a very large task for an individual, I saw fit to carry on with tradition as well, and I awoke Terrence and so forth.
Wow.
So, warding over this land and protecting it is... Terrence has chosen his life in the Ozg, which I respect. It is a great forest to look over for a singular person as well. So I venture around more of the nation, and I look over it. And so, as passengers in this place, and specifically to the place which you seek to go, it is mine to watch over you. And given for what you are here, and who must be calling you, it is my honor to transport you. The last I did that with, we all killed a dragon, so here's to that not happening again.
Yeah.
And then her face goes suddenly very serious. And then she kind of looks back at you.
Gretta would know that Sylvan and Druidic are not the same language.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. And you've spent enough time around Bazz, you've like kind of been able to pick up that he occasionally writes and speaks in something that is just completely foreign to you.
Okay.
In fact, you've noticed him writing occasionally on like logs and trees and stuff, which
Oh,
Landon has
yeah,
talked
yeah.
about in a language you don't recognize and looks more like nonsense than any language you've ever seen.
I know I don't want to retcon too much, but can we say that every time he does that, Greta will like try and like subtly like look and like take it down in her notebook?
Yeah, and I'm going to say that just for the way that Landon's roleplay that, you only have a couple.
Yeah.
Because he's done a lot of it very, very off on his own when no one was looking. But yeah, you've got a couple. And as you study it, you're like, wow, what?
Okay. Give me a second. I forgot that I had to have a conversation with someone. Ooh. Okay. Wow. So, was it Hyundin that awakened you?
Yes.
Okay.
He's my teacher of tradition and the father, in a sense, of my life.
Wow.
I mean, I had a life before, but there was a cat in the woods, so I did not know.
How long ago was it since he was killed?
Oh. A couple 100 years.
Wow.
I have found, with an unclear explanation, that I seem to be aging very slowly. Something about the magic to which I have been exposed. And as she's talking to you, she just calmly reaches down, gets a huge, because her paws are big and broad. She gets this huge scoop of snow, brings it up toward her face, and then she starts just cat lapping, just like reaching down and like drinking it, and then more stoic looking, and then.
Well, I can't do it now because I don't have the resources and I don't have the spell prepared, but I recently kind of went down a new path of magic, and I've been wanting to use it for more his protection things. And I've been reading about some spells where I can like sort of protect a specific area and prevent bad things from entering it or happening in it.
Could you be... it can be difficult to translate magics across disciplines, but could you be slightly more descriptive? Would it ward this area? She looks around at the crater.
I don't know if it could protect the whole area, but if I could come back with the proper time and the proper materials, yes.
What time do you need?
Well, I would need a night, and I'd need to go into town and then come back, but
You all have been through a harrowing battle today. Make camp. I will gather the resources you need.
okay.
What was the gold equivalent you needed for your incense?
Give me a second.
You said 40? Do
Yes, for incense 40.
you want me to buy you more?
Didn't you get some in the hag cave?
Yeah. And
Yeah, but what she's looking for is expensive.
Okay, I didn't know how much she got in the cave.
I also don't remember, but Abby took notes because she's good. I will tell you what. Mighty cleric, search among the bones. Tell me if you find ivory. And after your quantifications, let me know what you lack. I am very fast. I can retrieve what you need, you all make camp. And if you endeavor to protect my wood, I endeavor to aid you.
okay.
So, I will give you time to search and come to me when you have your answers and we can plan accordingly.
Okay. Thank you.
Can I just say, like, obviously Ro didn't hear all of that, but maybe she started walking back over about when she was saying making camp.
I mean, we can just say that Gretta
Yeah.
relays it to you in a moment. So,
Oh, okay. I was gonna
Sure, yeah,
ask. Yeah, I was just gonna ask and be like, when you say make camp, is it all right to make it here in this ravine, or should we go up top maybe?
I mean, it's wet, but I don't see the other problem.
I'm okay with it.
You might be swimming in the morning, but
That's
Maybe
true.
not in the mud.
Yeah, maybe we should go up top, Greta. Maybe. I still have enough juice in me that I can put up a hut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
you seem accomplished. I will let you all make that decision.
Thank you.
I need to go speak with some spiders.
Ro's gonna start dredging up to the top and find a nice little flat spot and sit
Okay.
down and start making the hut.
I'm gonna
Sick.
say
What does
that
it
Craig
look like
follows.
Okay. Craig, you. Bro, I don't know why I gave you that walking music. And what is it? Micah's first words in the session. I'm like, yeah, take that. What does it look like as you cast the hut?
Ro's gonna put her bag down and her loot. Well, not her loot. She's gonna hold her loot, obviously, and sit cross-legged in a nice like flat spot. And she's just gonna start kind of. I think she's gonna start playing "Carry On Now" because that's in my head now. You know, and she's just gonna like. It's gonna be very like, almost like therapeutic after like everything they've done today. She's just gonna like, it's almost like she's like in a trance doing it, just kind of chilling. And as she does it, purple and green swirl up around her and then start swirling around to make the hut that everyone's used to. And in the hut, it is a nice toasty temperature
Nice.
after
Oh my
all the
goodness.
cold. And she prestidigitates herself and dries herself. And
Heck yeah.
it's nice and toasty and warm in there. And the outside blends in with the surroundings.
Ro, as you sort of like zone out, you know, because it's a 10-minute preparation, correct? As you zone out and carefully create this elaborate musical display. Craig, you watch, and Ro kind of like, you know, gets in the zone, musically focuses, and you watch a few of because her hair is constantly blooming and losing flowers, and they kind of like drop from her every so often. And you watch a few of the buds on her hair bloom at once as she plays, and you know, that green and purple suffusing blending tones of Tendrilless magic pours out like a smoke and solidifies like a mist and begins weaving the shape around her. But you watch as some of the snow melts from around her, and it's like evaporated condensation kind of gathers, and you watch as on that disrupted hard earth around the crater, grass and clovers begin blooming,
Oh,
and that kind of half-dryadic, that just little inkling of natural magic responds, and you watch as a litany of insects, like kind of pollinators, begin gathering. You watch as butterflies begin kind of like landing on the grasses, and moths and flies imitating bees. You watch one go to pollinate one of the flowers in her hair. It soon dies because that was poisonous, but it wasn't prepared for that. And just this litany of animals gathering. All life is equal. And soon enough, the dome, you know, kind of
And
gathers around her.
can I add to that too that, like, I know this is not really how it works, but that she is also casting plant growth, how she does to make the bed of flowers.
No. Like we had talked about, you don't have to anymore.
Oh, that's right.
That just
That's
kind
right.
of like
Duh.
magically
Duh.
happens now. Yeah.
Nice.
Craig, do you do anything as she prepares this? Also, Jackie, that's your coffee. Can I have something?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Just
What are you
take it.
doing, Craig?
I'm gonna say, because she said that the temperature kind of rises a little bit and it gets a little bit more warm, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, she can control
So-
the temperature.
I'm gonna say that Craig kind of like sits down as he's watching this array of magical things happen, and it's kind of entertaining. He's seen her do it before. But I don't know. This time it just was a very comforting and familiar scene to play out. And I think that he kind of like falls asleep. Just takes a little sleep. He might wake up when the party comes back. I don't know, but for that moment,
yeah,
he just kind of sleep.
Craig is the. Also, if my additional characterizations ever take away from what you all are doing, please. But it's hard to see the gradual change that happens within yourself. But Ro, as Craig was silently observing you and your actions, as you finish your casting and turn around and find Craig, honestly, uncharacteristically, gracefully sleeping in the dome, you turn around and you see just like an individual you know very well because he's practically family at this point. He is one of your closest friends. He is a ride or die, but you see an individual you know intimately well, but you also for a moment kind of, as when someone you know well and you love changes and changes and changes in whatever way that they do, and then you look at them all of a sudden, you're like, oh, I forget how different, you've become in whatever given way. You look over and you see this man with the shaved sides of his head, which were long and glorious locks at the beginning of your adventure, and this kind of like warrior's mohawk that's growing long enough now that Craig's finally able to kind of like braid it in the center again, so that it's like kind of like this one central, very shallow braid that's beginning to come down into like almost kind of like a thicker Padawan knot coming off the back. And as he has this heavy goatee that's starting to turn into a dual braided beard, and he has the burns all over one side of his face and scars on the side of his neck, and his hands are returning to a state of youth that they used to have, in that they're becoming very calloused and hard again. And just this warrior who survived a near-death experience against a horrendous monstrous foe is finding a peaceful sleep, because he is becoming one of the more fierce warriors in the world through many tribulations, and he's done with the battle and he's ready to rest. And you just suddenly regard this individual who at the beginning of your journey was just a hot mess, just a flaming turd of a man, and is now becoming this powerful reflection of a gentle masculinity, this strong warrior falling softly asleep without shame on this bed of flowers. And Craig's just drifting lazily there into unconsciousness. Craig, it's nice. Each of you has kind of taken for granted the power Rose music has come to have over you and your emotional state. Also, I'm doing a lot of talking for you guys. I apologize for too much.
I like it.
It's good. Can I say what Craig dreams about?
Sure.
I'm gonna say that he dreams about Catherine. And I think that it's a pleasant dream, which is a kind of difference, or it's very different than what it normally is. And I think that he's dreaming about remaking a home in the town that they were in before. That they are remaking Roots, so they're like setting up the house, and Aaron comes in and they have a family dinner, and it's pleasant.
That's so sweet.
Okay. Yeah, no, that works. Sorry, Abby was asking me a spell question. And Craig, in your dream, in the beginning, you need to make the house from stone, because all of the houses in the Koshnikov are. But as you continue to build, in the strange way of dreams where like things change, but then in your dream you're like, no, this is how it always was. By the end, the entire home is being built out of like the wood of a ship. And Mika is suddenly gone from the recording. Hold on, she'll be back. I have faith in her. There she is. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
In the strange way of dreams, Craig, as you begin the dream, it's all stone and Koshnikov, but by the end, Skolnikov, I forget the name of your town. By the end of the dream, you're building the poor Bet, and your family is like there with you in it, and it's like a blending of experiences. It's nice. It's peaceful.
That's good.
Jaci walks around the perimeter. Indeed, appears to bend down and talk to insects for a bit.
Oh, that's
And
so
then-
cute.
Greta, do you look
Love that.
through the slush for?
I'm looking for ivory.
Could you give me an investigation check? This will be the first roll of the session. And remember, though I dare to say this, you can guide yourself.
These are the Oh, silly me.
Were you just harmonizing with the music that's playing?
Yes.
You're a dork.
A cool dork.
Such a goofball.
I am gonna cast guidance. Oh, that's not very good. No, but that's
I'm
not
going
so
to cast
fun.
guidance. Oh, that sucks.
That's not bad.
Maybe you got inspired by seeing me do my little songy thing.
Would you like to inspire her?
Yeah, I got one more for you.
Oh,
It's the last slide.
I mean, there's a
don't
part of me
have
that
to.
could be like, BS, but you watch her search through you get the feeling Greta's onto a
Yeah.
task. Yeah.
but yeah, Greta is
She's not just sitting there trying to think something in her head.
Greta
She's looking.
is-
I'm
is-
like, that's fine.
crouching and like she's like
Yeah, I'm like, Greta's
scurrying.
on a mission of some sort.
She's like-
Searching through the
She's
slosh.
like
a little
scurrying
ditty.
around and she'll like almost like a dog, like Scooby-Doo looking for something. But she'll like find a pile of bones and then she'll sit there and like pick through it for a little bit and then she'll just like or
Okay, so
she'll
the
find
song in
something
here is
and she'll like
Greta, where are you? We need some help from you now.
And so Greta, you can use your bardic inspiration if you like. It's a D10 now.
thank you.
Because you got. And high level parties boost those checks. Yep, that's it. What's our total, dude? You have rolled 3 die.
Baby, it's math time.
Baby, it's math
22.
outside. Okay.
And I'm looking. I don't know about you, but I'm fit.
I wonder if we'll ever roll that dice without singing that song. With a 22, Greta, could you roll me a D10?
I already have it.
She was so excited.
What do you get?
2.
Oh, wait. I swear I'm not basing this on... I swear I'm not basing this on the roll you got. I actually disagree with the call I just made. Could you get out your D100 as well? I'm not saving you from a roll, good or bad. I realized that was a silly way to do that.
Ow. Sorry, that's one. That,
Yeah, no,
that's
dude,
pokey.
Those
That
big
is
poly
like
hydro
pointy
dice,
dice.
those D4s are sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This one too?
No, you can roll them both again at the same time. Because D100, you roll the D100 and the D10.
Got it.
Because the 10 gives you your ones place.
And then she got one more.
Nuke.
So what'd you get?
96.
Oh, wow. Okay. What a
For
reversal.
episode
Um,
96.
Oh my gosh. Whoa.
That's
X5.
crazy.
Greta, you know what? Inspiration for rolling the number of the episode. You find that the structure that Jaci was talking about is not what you were expecting. On a number of the
Best.
oh my goodness, what are they called? Hoofed
Bones.
animals.
Bovines.
No,
Elephants.
it's not equine. Oh my, ungulates.
Ew, I hate that word.
Yes, but they're good groups of animals, like deer and stuff, and elk and ungulates.
Ungulus.
Ungulate.
Right.
Ungulate.
Like an ungulate donkey. Like onion? Do you get it?
There's a number of skulls among the pile, broken and fractured, where the central ridge of the skull leads up into a single horn that splays forward like an antler. But it's like one central antler coming off the middle of the head. So not one on either side, but one on the front, like a hand of bones coming upward out of the skull. What's interesting is the skull is bone, and then the central ridge is ivory, which leads
Oh,
up into
that's
like
cool.
one ivory antler. It's really weird looking. You have no idea what this animal is, but there's a number there. And we'll say that you have a skill for guesstimating this off of being a cleric who has to deal in these components. And you find 96 gold worth of this ivory from the Sechian source.
I'm
So
picturing
You may record this.
the dog from the Grinch when he ties
That
the
is
antler.
my
not
gosh.
a terrible approximation.
There's just one antler on him.
Okay. So, damn ivory. To process that,
We could make this long and complicated, or we could say that you could take a really sharp knife and a lot of force. You know, a very strong person. You could just shave that into a strip.
okay, cool. So, 96 gold pieces? Okay,
Yeah, 96 gold worth of this ivory
that's cool. Thank you.
to be broken up into strips. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the reality is like long soaking it in some sort of a caustic fluid and then waiting till it's softened and then cutting off slices and burning it. But we don't need to. I mean, we don't have to work that hard.
Okay.
Okay.
Very cool.
For the sake of saving the time in the recording, you briefly confer with Jaci, and she asks you. I assume your ivory cost is covered.
No.
Okay.
It is for
Oh, are the components consumed?
Mhm.
Okay.
I wanted to do legend lore, but you need like 200 worth of ivory, but that's okay. But
Well, at
for
some point, Jaci returns and she says, "What resources are you lacking?"
Greta goes, okay, and she like kind of like shuffles around for a little bit, and she pulls out like a bunch. It's obvious that she's kind of like she doesn't quite know what she's doing, but so she's kind of just like shuffling around and trying to figure it out. Damn, platinum is more than gold. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
10 more.
Okay. I have a lot of gold.
Everything scales by 10. So, like, 1 platinum is 10 gold, 1 gold is 10 silver, 1 silver is 10
One
copper.
platinum is 10 gold. Okay. So Greta's going to. She's like shuffling around a little bit, and she's like checking her purse money, and she's like trying to keep it together, but it's obvious she doesn't really know what she's doing, but she's excited about it. She's going to say, okay. So I need. Powdered silver and iron. 100 gold worth of powdered silver and iron. So she gives her 10 platinum.
Jaci pockets it. You watch her furrow her brow, and you go, "Oh no, you might have a Bazz situation. You might not have somebody who deals a lot in money."
Okay.
She furrows her brow and she says, "This is silver."
No, that's platinum.
Ah, I have heard. Yes.
Okay.
More than silver.
More than silver and more than gold. So that is what I just gave
I
you.
will not let anyone take me for a ride. She puts it in a
All right.
pouch. Like, take her for a ride. Like,
Oh,
lie to her.
okay. So what I just gave you was 100 gold.
Okay.
And then also she gives her 20 platinums.
Okay.
And then
She adds that to the amount.
these are for ivory strips. I found some, but I figured it might as well just be good to like collect it. So this is for 4 ivory strips, and then she gives her 4 platinum, and this is for incense.
She adds that to the bag and she says, "Okay, so 10 platinum for powdered silver
Mhm.
or iron.
Mhm.
20 for ivory strips.
Mhm.
And 4 for incense."
Yes.
All right.
And can I say that I like snatched the sending stone from whoever has it, and I'm
we
like,
just don't have to.
here. Also, this if you need to talk to me.
This is a rock.
Yes, but you can if you hold it in your hand and you think of me, and you say things in your mind, you can say them to me. Or you have to say them out loud.
Incredible. Loan or gift?
alone.
Understood.
Sorry.
Are you all camping here?
Yes.
All right. And she like bends down on her legs, holds her arms out for a moment in a way that's very goofy. She lifts her arms, and then as she pushes them down, her entire body like shifts, twists, and folds in on itself as she like concaves and breaks. And then like as she folds into herself, she like kind of explodes back outward in a moment, much larger, as she sort of like and turns into a giant barn owl, like an 8-foot wingspan barn owl
So
that just sort of like.
Oh, that's awesome.
And she just glides very quickly into the distance.
10 plus 24. Subtracted from my money.
How much do you have?
I have 361 platinum.
Okay. You have a remainder of... Wait, hold on. I want to see if I can do this.
You got this.
327?
Yes! You're so good.
Thank you.
Wait,
That's
what
the
is
code to my heart.
Just what I was thinking.
Wolfpack, if you want to be on the podcast, let us know.
Oh my gosh, that would be so cool.
They don't want to be.
I want them to.
Okay, so Jaci disappears. We can sit here and we can have a bunch of role play. The group can fast travel the morning. It's whatever y'all want. Craig
Can I
wake
say
up,
that
Rose
Craig
can go
wakes
potty.
up?
There's no pressure. Anything y'all want. Yeah.
He wakes up and then he attunes to his slingshot and then he goes to bed.
Say.
Okay. So Craig like sort of and then he turns around and just stares at the bracer on his wrist for about 10 minutes. And he goes,
Wait,
Oh, yeah,
can
yeah.
I? Okay, so you know that like moment when you're like about to go to sleep and then you realize, oh crap, I didn't turn that in, or like, oh man, like I've got a deadline tonight. Like Craig remembers, dang, I've got a slingshot. I've got to make sure I know what to do with that. And then,
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
and goes to sleep.
Craig just sort of- he stares at it. And Ro, you watch Craig just stare at his bracer for 10 minutes and then go,
Do I recognize that he's a
yeah,
tuning?
you get it. You get it.
I'm like barbarians first attunement.
We'll say there are like attune shivers where like he gets done and he goes.
Is that
when,
the
like,
first
falls
thing you've
asleep.
ever attuned to?
No, I don't
No.
think so.
Oh,
Aren't
He
you
has a
like
bunch of
magic
magic on
sword?
Yeah.
And a
Wait, can I? Wait. Hey, Zach. Attunement.
Yes.
How does that go?
Oh man. Okay, so you can attune to a number of items equal to your proficiency bonus. Do you know what magical items you have?
I know I got that sword and a slingshot.
Wait,
My Warhammer's
you
not
know all the
magical,
items
is
you have,
it?
right? Oh man.
No, I have them written down. I don't think
It
I
is
have
not.
anything magical.
Could you? What's
Other
in your
than storm-
inventory?
This is fun. So I've got hide armor. I've got, Dungeoner's Pack, 500 gold worth of Mika, horse feed, a diary with 49 pages, an orb boy.
It's a lot of
Remember when she bought that? Because she was like, I'm Mika, so I need a bunch of Mika.
Yeah, you have 500 gold worth of precious stone. That's
crazy.
a lot.
Yeah. I've
Please
got a
continue.
button. I've got a broken pickaxe. I've got Dolgoth's mask. I've got a mask,
me
from
looking through my
Dolgoth.
inventory.
I have written down, I don't know if this is totally accurate anymore, Rose dice.
No,
I don't.
I took
I
them
don't.
back.
Yeah, I wrote that
yeah,
because I'm gonna
Rose
erase
took
that.
Rose took you back.
I've got a monster rock, like from that monster we killed. I've got a portrait of Craig, and now I've got a
Which
cool
monster?
slingshot and a star
Okay.
splinter
So
and other weapons.
incredibly, yes, you do only have 2 magical items. It is Star Splinter and it is the Seeking Sling. So you can attune to both. You can attune to a number of items equal to your proficiency bonus. So, and you also have Faber's Clasp, your magical ring.
No, I don't think I don't remember what happened.
So-
I don't think I have that anymore.
You should record that. Those are the 3 items to which you all are attuned. You guys have a proficiency bonus of
Where'd
plus.
she go?
Are you back, Micah? Can you hear me? Oh no, she's gone again.
Yeah.
Micah, come home.
Abby, y'all's proficiency bonus is +4 or +5 right now?
Yes, it's +4.
Okay.
+4.
Mikey, can you hear me? Are you there?
We miss you. Oh,
You good? You there? Can you hear us?
Y'all there?
Yeah, can you hear
Yeah,
me?
can you hear us?
You can. Our homebrew rule which is in the homebrew rules page in the Discord, is that you can have an attunement to as many items as your proficiency bonus. So you have a proficiency bonus of +4 at level 10, so you can be attuned to 4 items. You are attuned to Seeking Sling, Star Splinter, and Faber's Clasp. That third magical item you have, that ring that the cat is in, that has never come up again. So you have 3 items. You could have a 4th if you wanted. And some magical items don't require attunement. Man, Abby, get them. Oh, dang, get them, dude. Y'all missed Abby violently dancing. Now she's very ashamed of it. So, yes, you are asleep. Craig goes back to sleep.
Cool.
Cool, thank you. Anybody else?
I go to sleep. I bed down.
Okay. And just for whatever it's worth, before nightfall, there's like, I don't know, 7 hours to pass. But though long rests are like 8 hours, plenty of us have slept more than 8 hours on a day of rest. And y'all's group goes pretty hard all the time. So if it's just like, nah, dude, we just take a nap, follow that up with a nap, then have a post-nap nap, and then go to bed, that makes sense for y'all's group. I'm just checking.
At some point, maybe at some point, I watch Stella and I pull out one of the Unsin books and I pop it open, and they're like pretty worn at this point because we've had these for like
and
months.
they're like travel loved,
Yeah.
you know, like they've been studied in hard conditions.
There's like coffee stains on them, but also like mud stains and like raindrops. But
And tears.
In blood.
I'm gonna do my French accent, guys, so don't look at me. It's nervous. But I'm gonna like plop down and pull it open to some like weird like detailed grammar page, and I'm gonna say like can you go over the conjugation of
We've
this?
talked about this, Greta. That conjugation is never going to come up. It's just formal. No one ever uses it.
You never
All
know.
right, let's talk about the pluimperfect preterite future past part.
And he flips open the page and starts going over.
It is what fondant, not refondant.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
you sit there wee hon baguetting for a while.
Was he just Hermione Granger for a second? Just curious.
Leviosa, not
You know,
Leviosa.
Micah, inspiration. That was great.
Heck yeah.
You get the idea that Greta probably gets this. She's probably like got this on the second or third try, but she's just like making an
Enjoying the
excuse to chat.
How many hours do you do this for?
2 or 3 maybe.
Have
Like-
you been doing this with Teller recently? Y'all have had a lot of travel.
Yeah, I'd say so. And maybe it's like 2 or 3 hours of like
Like going over the book, but then just talking.
yeah, and just chatting and just kind of like
Greta, you're getting
chilling
to the
out.
level with Unsinian that you're leaving. You guys keep the books open, but you're leaving the books behind a lot of the time. And you're just chatting, and you're getting to that point of learning a language where it's a lot less of like, and what is this rule, and a lot more of like, what's the word for that? What's the word for that?
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
You know,
super cool.
and like you're starting to learn idioms
Ooh,
and like phrases and expressions, you know.
yeah.
And so, like you're learning one called hon hon, and he uses one baguette, but you're not sure what it means yet.
Yeah.
And so you can add on. So I'll tell you what, base just now, you talk with Tello for about 5 hours, but roll 3d6 for me. And you have track of your Insinian hours, right? Theek.
Ooh, it's on my other sheet.
We're a tired party today, y'all. This is a
I woke
great
up
session.
earlier than I ever wake up,
We're all
guys.
tired.
The square one.
Mhm.
I can find it.
Listener, I caught a skunk today, and it almost sprayed me. It was
I'm so glad it
close.
didn't, because I
I
wouldn't
know,
want
we
to
would be
do
a
D&D.
I
guys.
might
That
not-
smell stays.
Yeah, you'd be at home. You'd be like, do not come near.
I hope
You
You'd
stay
be like, I
away.
removed today.
so. It's a 5.
Micah.
7 total. Ooh, 9 total.
Okay. So 9 plus 5 is 14. You can add on 14 hours of Insinian over the course of this travel. And remember, the more often you guys remind me about these practicing things, the more it can come up. Also, Craig, we were keeping track of your exercise hours, right?
No, me.
Oh. You just were exercising.
Yeah, and
Have
I
you been
was
doing exercises in the course of this travel, Craig?
Yes.
Okay.
Then I've been getting up and doing it with him.
Would you like to roll?
Yes.
There's no way you should be rolling higher than a D4 here. So could we get but I mean, Craig, you've been role playing this as you guys have been traveling through Zedge. Have you just been doing the every morning just like you were on the ship? That's been role played. So I'll tell you what. Yeah, 17.
Thank you.
So Jackie, you can roll because there's been a lot of time. Some mornings you just get gassed out because Craig's pushing pretty hard. But let's go with you can roll 5 D4, 64. This is a lot of days. Oh, you have 64s. Jackie, you're becoming a dice goblin. Join
I didn't
me.
even bring all my dice today, you guys, and I have a bunch here. I still have my
Get a
battle dice
collection,
out
dude.
because I know a lot of my spells have D4s.
What's the total we're at now, you little fiend?
164, but it's 225 to get to fluent, which is a lot, but
Yeah,
I'm
but you're
conversational.
making progress, dude.
I got a 12.
ooh.
I don't want 8. I want 12. That was a Jaden Smith reference. That was deep. Okay. So what's your total now? Your
Well,
workout hours.
we were doing it by days. I just
We
realized.
were?
Like, I had blank out of 322 on my sheet is how you told me to set it
The
up.
number I gave you is 322.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the number of days in a Yalbrain year. I was like, what's
Yeah.
wrong with me?
And you
Okay,
told me if
well
I
then-
got to that, then I...
Let's do this differently.
Okay.
What's the day y'all got to Zedge? Go, lore nerds, go fast. And I'll tell you what, I'm racing you too. I have the
The
document.
day we got to Zedge?
The day you got to Zedge. I'm opening the document. Better not let the DM beat you there. Ooh,
On
better not let the
Zedge?
DM get it. When'd you get to Zedge? I'm opening up the sessions.
Was it 34? Was it Bialadron 9?
Okay, I'm checking. What episode was it?
It was either Bialadron 9 or 7.
It was Bialadron 6, I think. It was Bialadron 6.
Okay, all right, you guys. That was impressive.
I don't know.
Today's
it-
the 20th.
Was it 6 or 7?
We're going with the 6th. 14 more
It
days.
says
Ro.
right here, Bialadron 6, and then I have Lungs of the
Bro.
City.
I trust you.
It's okay. You can put on 14 more days.
Cool.
Okay. Anyway. I don't know how much that does for the listener, but I love all my nerds and their mechanic obsessions. Okay. So you guys nap, and at some point there are squats and push-ups. Craig, you smash them. Ro, terrible, terrible suffering. And Greta, you relaxedly practice Insignium with Tello. Tello is lounging, speaking Insignium, gets up, does a couple squats, and goes, "Oh, no," and then goes back to speaking Insignium. And the fun guys just have a relaxed day together. And Bazz disappears for a bit at the tree line. Hashtag just Bazz things. And he's just writing druidic all over trees and engaging with the force around him, being generally cagey and mysterious. And at some point he returns. And the day passes into night. And it is just the loveliest summer night.
Aww, what's happening?
It is warm, and the stars are big and bright deep in the heart of Texas. And
in the heart of Zed.
Oops, how do
it's
I
actually
make that?
really good. And though Twilo and Twila are moving apart, they are still quite close at this point in the year. So they are shining brightly in the sky. And what you all are not expecting is the cacophony, the symphony of insects that you hear in the night. It's just like a shh, 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 from thousands of some kind of grasshopper or cricket or something that must be here in the wood. And you all see throughout different watches, different observations in the night.
It's actually muffled a little bit in the hut.
Oh, okay, very cool. Yes, ma'am. And there are dark shapes that dart through the sky, and you all hear a very high, soft chittering, like a
Oh.
you assume to be some species of bat. That's a little beyond the nature knowledge of anyone in this group but Bazz, who's not here, but they are, some sort of a bat from Zedge. And they're also very large, dark shapes, some sort of bird that, like, you all watch get very high in the sky, hover, and you only know they're there for when they blot out parts of the stars. Because whatever they are, they're very darkly colored. So in the dark sky, they're kind of darkness. And then you all watch the shapes dive suddenly. And for a time, you think they're after bugs as well. But you notice that they're taking bats from the air at occasion. And then they disappear back up into the darkness.
Not to be that person, but wouldn't I know what kind of bats because I'm from Zedge and I turn into a bat all the time? So wouldn't the bat I turn into be the one?
There are more than one kind of Zedge.
Oh, okay.
Bat and Zedge. And the bat you're familiar with is one that roosts in residential structures in the abandoned buildings around Yesbin. And also, I do not mean this sassy. You're from Texas, and I bet you don't know the bats in Texas. And I don't mean that sassy, but like, do you?
I feel like she does.
I mean, we have a state bat, and I don't know the actual term for it. I just read it.
For you to feel bad,
but I can see it in my head,
and that's cool.
I don't know the name.
Point being,
I know what it looks like.
Just being from the place doesn't guarantee that you necessarily know all the fauna, but you know that one bat. So
okay, I'll take it.
We'll call it one you know as the Zedgian free-tailed bat. But that's a memology joke. Yeah. So cool nightlife, and at the edges of the wood, large shapes stalk in and out of the trees. And I'll tell you what. Nose goes. Okay, Abby, you put your finger in your nose first. Give me a perception check while you're sleeping or while you're awake during your watch. It's going to be a D20.
I can't find the D20 if I can't find the dice pouch.
Mika, you can't fart on command, can you? Did you say something?
I was definitely muted. No, I cannot.
Okay, I was going to tell you to, fart in the interim while Abby does math, but...
18.
Wow. Not my talent.
Okay. 18, Gretta, with...
I thought he was changing the music.
Like da da da. There's
you
a
watch.
fire in the
Yeah,
distance.
no, at some point, Gretta, as you watch during your watch, there's something very comforting about watching everything from inside the dome. But you notice there's the vague, mysterious activity of animals all around this clearing. A wonderful experience with which you are very familiar, and one that you know to take seriously. You've been all around the world in nature, and you know what it is to witness incredible creatures and even to have a respectful distance at times. And at some point, Gretta, you watch a very big shape, very big, sort of like disappear in the trees, like pass beyond the edge of the clearing and like somewhere in the tree line at that distance where it's like kind of hard to tell. And everything's dark, and for a little bit you're like, no, my eyes are just playing tricks on me. But then like you watch somewhere far to your left now, like it moves in the trees too, and it's like it's doing something where it's like moving and then disappearing for a long time and reappearing. And you watch as everywhere it goes, everywhere in the trees, everything quits moving and gets quiet. And then after some time, you watch just saunter out into the clearing. This, like, to the shoulder, it's probably 6.5 feet tall at the shoulder. This huge lumbering.
Like on all fours?
Yeah,
I know
on all
I'm not
fours.
seeing it, but
And some of the steps are really loud, and then the padded feathers under the feet make it very quiet at times, as this like 1,200-pound owlbear comes sauntering into the clearing. And it is a barn owlbear. So it has this huge scooped face, and the dark brown ridges of a barn owl's coat run in this huge, like kind of like almost like mohawk feathers that go down. It's like very tall, thick neck, and it has these huge shoulders, the shoulder blades of which like move up these huge steps. With those feathered pads, you watch as when it can like put more weight down through its leg, and it takes these like big steps as it looks around. Then sometimes it kind of like lifts its shoulder blades out, squats down, and then when it moves the digits of its of its paws together, it gets very quiet and padded,
That's
like kind of like spooky. And for a little bit, you think it's coming toward the dome, but it goes right by it. And you get very unsettled because you notice that it notices the dome. And for a little bit, it starts like it gets like maybe like 60 feet away and just stops in the clearing. And it stares at you with those black void eyes of an owl. And you suddenly realize the only thing in the world scarier than a bear staring at you is a bear with an owl's face. And as it stands there, it like kind of like it gets very still, and it takes these long breaths, these big like lifts and lowers of the rib cage. And every time the breath inhales inward, all the feathers in the shoulders lift upward and make it look even bigger. And it's like all the hair on the back of your neck stands up, and you can feel your heart start to like but it like appears to be sniffing the air, though you can hear no sound. And then it keeps an eye on whatever this strange object is, but it walks by you all, and it climbs up over the ridge of the this crater in the earth. And you realize that what you haven't noticed is that snow has kept melting because it's warm even into the evening.
Yeah.
And Rose, the dome kind of like responds to her subconscious. Her body like thermoregulates the dome, so it gets like cooler at night as it stays warm. And you realize that a lot of the snow has melted. It's like half melted now. And this owlbear crawls over the edge of the lip of this crater, and then gets down toward like the edge of this water snow slush, bends down, it like lays down on its elbows and just starts like lapping up water. And it drinks there quietly for about like 5 minutes, and then gets up and just saunters silently away. You are amazed by this incredible natural beauty you've seen, and also haunted by, holy crap, you did not know that big of an animal could be that quiet.
Yeah.
And then it just disappears back into the clearing.
So it's like a brown like barn owl color.
It's that like kind of tawny golden
okay.
tan on the top, but all along the bottom it's that stark white.
That's so cute.
And it has the edges of its bowl of its face, like a barn owl can, have those like gunshot spread of like gold or like silver and white like stars in the edge of its face.
That's
and it
so
just
pretty.
disappears back into the tree line. And also, here is a very important note for our campaign. In our campaign, in Yellowbryn, owlbears are not monsters, they're beasts. Because it makes no sense that that's a monster. It's literally a combination of two beasts. The only reason that matters is that means it can be polymorphed or wild shaped into. So, this is a homebrew rule for us. But in our campaign, owlbears are beasts, not monsters. That also matters for the spells you can use on them, like animal friendship versus dominate monster. That's just a homebrew rule for us. You guys can note that. It's probably good for someone to put that in the homebrew rules of the Discord.
Would Gretta know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, just for the people who can cast polymorph or wild shape, somebody should record that for Bazz the Druid. The rule for wild shape is there are CR caps, but for polymorph, the CR just needs to be your level or less, which is nuts. And so I forget the CR of owlbears, but you guys can look it up, and I think everyone here can polymorph into one if Ro casts the spell on y'all.
But she has to see it, right?
Polymorph is also a cleric spell.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that's sick.
Have I ever seen an owlbear? Has Ro seen an owlbear?
CR is 3. So Gretta sees that, and she knows that Ro likes to turn into things. So she's the only one awake on watch, but when she sees it, she's gonna pat over to Ro and kind of shake her and
What is it?
Look.
Are Craig snoring? What?
And Ro, as you wake up, both of you guys sit up and you look toward the disappearing shape, and it has stopped in the clearing, and it's like risen up on hind legs. It's facing away from you all, but as it stands up on its hind legs, the head has turned all the way around on the back.
No!
And as you all whisper, that owlbear's ears faintly hear you, and at like 200 feet away, standing up on its hind legs, its head just slowly turns around the other side of its shoulders, and
that's nightmare fuel.
It really is.
you said it was muffling the sounds. And so,
But I thought it like from the outside, I mean.
it's all about what you control it to do. And so, as you know,
okay.
as Ro had this atmospheric muffling going on,
Yeah.
even those tiny little whispers at all that distance away, the owlbear hears. And Ro, as you sit up and like, there's just, whoa, an owl. And the head turns around and those black, voidless eyes are just staring at you all. And then you all watch as the head twists back on the shoulders and then out of the clearing.
Well, you can turn into that, right?
Yeah, actually, I can.
That's awesome.
Terrifying, but also.
Yeah. You look out.
Turn you into that.
I would. When you wake up, you see that Greta has like, on her watch, you see that she's been like, drawing in her sketchbook, and so you see the big book open, and there's like a page that's like sketches of like lots of like little notes. Like there's like a sketch here, and then there's notes by the side, and then there's a sketch below it. Very like organized, but you don't understand how it's organized. And it's like pictures of what happened. It seems like she was just recapping everything that happened and everything that she saw and like all the items. And then on the next page, there's like really less good, really like frantic. They're still good, but they're much less like they're much less detailed. But you get the idea that she was like the owlbear. She was like drawing it and then looking at like so.
Taking notes on behavior and all that. Yeah.
What'd you say?
And as you guys are awake and talking, once the owlbear leaves the clearing, and I'm watching the time, our first episode will end soon, but as the owlbear leaves the clearing, a number of other animals return, and you all watch as like 30, 40 deer come from one side of the clearing that were staying away while the owlbear was there. And they all approach one edge of the water and begin coming up over the lip and start drinking. And is anyone here other than Ro proficient in nature? Just Ro, right?
I am.
Okay. Whoever's proficient in nature, give me a nature check.
That's a 30-20.
Ooh. Craig, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Craig,
I don't like that.
It's a 23.
I don't know
I'm
about
gonna use
you,
that inspiration.
but I might go poo.
Wait, is Craig actually supposed to make a Constitution saving throw? Oh, that's real. I thought it was just a
I
joke.
think it's a poop.
Oh god, a 19.
Oh no, don't poop in the hut. There's no pooping in the hut.
Craig, you feel the deep rumblies, but you keep it in. And
Why would that? Why?
as Craig, you can, Micah, if you want, you can unuse
These
your
are normal
inspiration.
vowels.
But
I want my
you all-
inspiration back.
No, I think
you
Craig has
can,
the
you can
same
have your
vowels
inspiration
that
back if you
Zach
want,
has.
because that was. You can have it back if you want. But
He can poop normally.
Craig just gets this like as you guys are watching
don't
this
got
incredible moment, you hear
ideas.
from behind, you hear this like, but nothing comes of it.
It's old, I swear.
I was gonna say that sounds like old.
It's the
Eldritch
orb, I
being.
swear.
Eldritch old one farts. What's the difference?
You know.
It dawns on both of you all as you sit there and watch the animals that snow in the summer is unnatural. Obviously, foul magic's here. You got that. But like this big crater has become a water source today. This is not established. And perhaps this place was a pond, you know, come and go the rest of the year. Maybe rains gathered here. You saw rivers other places. It's weird that all these animals are so suddenly attracted to it. Because you all have watched a number of animals come to this clearing. And when Jaci and Terrence were here, that made sense, like some sort of a druidic connection. But Bazz is asleep. No druid is doing any magic. You did your little hut thing that got some pollinators and killed that one bug. But like nothing, like it's weird that all these animals are very suddenly being attracted to this water source. You're struck by that. And as you guys watch, a lot of this is left, like none of this is clear. None of the things you're seeing, it's all shapes and darkness. And only when they get to like most open points with moonlight, though there is a lot of moon and starlight, it's all like faint and silvery and ethereal in tone and color. And there's just kind of like a gossamer grayscale over everything. And you all notice that like all sorts of birds and mammals are being attracted to the edge of the water. And even like as you all sit there quietly and watch, like snakes are coming up through cracks in the earth and coming and drinking from water at the edge of this like melting snow. And you all are even starting to hear like a softer, thinner chirping, and there's movement in the water now, and amphibians of different species are starting to be attracted to the water, and like a lot of animals are starting to congregate here. And you're struck even by the fact that like some of these animals are probably predators of some others. And at the moment, none seem to be attacking each other. You're not sure how scarce water is, but you've passed streams of water. There's something happening here. You're just not sure what it is.
Can I do an Arcana check? To see if there's a...
No, because you are proficient in Arcana, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that like with that basic level of magical understanding, yeah, that seems magical. But you don't have any more evidence to gain. Like at that point, it's just divination to be like, I see, you know. So it's like, yeah, that's definitely magical, but like I don't know how, you know. Yeah. So something's attracting a lot of animals here.
It's me. It's my smell.
I'm the
I didn't
magic.
poop, but I definitely farted, you know?
Craig went, and all the animals in the forest went and turned and looked. Micah's next character needs to be a druid that commands all animals by farting.
Oh gosh.
You know, listeners might start to suspect that
The
Micah's a very
colours and
gassy person.
wind.
It's so inaccurate.
It is.
Micah, that was so good. Shame you already have inspiration.
It is.
So what
if
y'all
we
poo-poo?
doubled it? Oh.
Greta, she writes it down.
Okay.
Yeah, she makes a note of that. And she's sorry, bro. I thought you'd want to see it, but go ahead.
No,
I can finish the
Also,
watch.
I wish I could take notes like you.
Oh, it's been doing it for a long time. I've actually I've
Remarkable.
been doing this for like 20 years. So I mean I took a break, but maybe more
like-
than that.
I can like keep things up here, you know? She taps her head, but
Yeah,
start like trying to write stuff down and all.
yeah.
I don't know.
I can.
It's so organized.
Like
In your own way. I get it.
Yeah. I mean, I can show you how I do it, and I can show you my.
I mean, she pulls out like the songbook and she's like, I mean, see, like, I kind of doodle sometimes and like
Yeah.
write little notes on my mom's songs
Yeah.
and spells, but that's about it.
I
It's very cool.
thanks. Greta, she flips. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Go on.
She flips back like the book is. If I think you described it as like big, so it's like a big. It almost kind of looks like a spell book, but it's especially like big to Greta and Ro because they're small.
And remember, the outside is like a flexible, like metal.
Yeah. So she flips it back, and she like flips it back to like the like pretty close to the start. And it's like sketches from. There's like maps and like sketches of like hills and stuff, and she shows like detailed sketches of bugs. She like shows you some stuff, and they're like pretty good. I don't want to be like they're pretty good, but they're like pretty good drawings of like bugs and birds and stuff like that.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Bro, as you watch the pages, the silver moonlight is kind of like filtering through the top of the dome, which is just slightly turning into a purple scale, as you know, the color gets muted a little bit, and you watch as the silver and the purple have a very steady color across the page,
And it's really cool because the very trim edges of the like kind of like thin metal, impossible magical binding of this notebook that she has now, it catches some of that light and reflects it. And when she moves it, the metal makes that kind of bending like boom, boom, boom sound. And it's catching that silver and a little bit of gold at the edge, and that light is carrying across the page. And then after you sit there and watch it for a moment with your very high perception score, there's no gold. Why is it gold? Where's the gold light coming from? And out of the corner of your very keen eyes, you realize that there's gold to your right. And you kind of like look up, and as Ro looks up, you look up, and as both of you guys look out one side of the dome, and Tello and Bazz sleep. Craig, you can be a part of the scene if you want, but you can just keep sleeping.
I'm
You
there.
can be woken up by their chatter, but it's up to you. You all look out, and
Whoa.
That
they're
wasn't
very
me.
thin. No, that was a Shylock.
No, I'm just-
upstairs. They're very thin traces of color coming from over the water. And wait, water. It's fully water. You look over, and a ton of the snow has like kind of very suddenly melted. And I can't tell if Landon's signaling us for something or just waving hello.
Oh.
I don't know. Is he signaling us for something important, Micah? Or is he...
Yeah. He's
What's going on?
signaling for. Wait, hey Landon, can you say what you need to say?
Yeah.
Say
Say what you need to say. Wow.
Yeah. Please can answer questions.
Yeah, what's up, Lando?
You gotta go back.
We're almost done with our first episode. No, he can't hear me yet. We're almost done with our first episode, Landon.
Okay, cool. So I'll just wait for y'all to finish up and then I'll jump in.
Okay.
Wait, have y'all only been going for 30 minutes?
No, it's been
No,
long.
No, we had to restart.
The recording got interrupted a couple times, but we've saved each of them and we have them, so they just a little stitching and they'll be fine.
Okay, cool. Did you create entirely new rooms or did you just start a new
Nope.
session in the same room?
Just new session.
Okay, cool. Six,
Also,
six, six,
you look
six, six,
really
six, six.
handsome today.
Oh my gosh.
I can only see your
I-
nose
that's-
down, but it's
Oh my
a good-looking chin.
gosh.
I was almost a nose model. All right, I'll take it back to it.
Micah's
Hey,
Micah's
don't
only
kill
getting
Craig.
Landon's side of that. Micah's only hearing I was almost a nose model. So Micah, apparently you have the genes to be a nose model. But
Wow.
So Greta and Ro, as you turn and you look at
And
this
Craig's there.
pond that's forming. Oh, Craig,
I'm
did you
here.
say you woke up?
Yeah.
Okay. So Craig, you woke up to the sound of oh my goodness, Greta and Ro always chatting. And so it woke you up and you all like for a second it's like must be lightning bugs or but as you notice there's just these like thin traces of color, like these kind of like gold like flows of light, very brief. And it's a really confusing trick of the eye because it's like light is moving above the surface of this very rapidly melting snow. That's very suddenly like piles of like it's like snow sitting in water and it's like starting to melt faster and faster. And the best comparison I could make for visual reference, though it is very confusing to look at, it's very faint, but it's like the northern lights, like the aurora borealis, but over the surface of the water, and very shallow and thin and sudden and like flashing and disappearing. And it's this really light kind of like flickers of amber that resolve into long golds. And there's just sort of like notes of them and then they come and disappear. Thin little veils of strips of light that sort of like dance over the water. And wherever they appear, the snow melts very suddenly and turns into water. And that's happening all along the clearing. And it's like the animals are gathering more and more to the edges here. And they're coming and drinking and leaving and disappearing. And there's more and more of these flickers sort of like dancing all over the water.
But they're not like lightning bugs.
No, it's light.
Yeah.
Strobes of movement of light. As you guys
Can we
watch,
catch it?
You
You
can
jump
certainly
into the
try.
water?
Do you leave the dome and run into the water?
No, I don't leave that dome. It's my protection.
Hey,
It's my safety.
it's whatever you want, Craig. I do whatever you want. I mean,
Hey, Greta. Have you ever considered catching light? Do you think you could do that?
No, but that's a good name for a band, I think.
What's a band? I'm just kidding. I know what that is.
No, I'm afraid that I would disrupt it.
Light doesn't have any conscious thought.
Well,
Have you ever seen anything like this?
I haven't. I'm sorry, that was me
I
thinking.
like to think that Greta makes that face.
Have you seen anything like this?
No, I haven't.
Maybe
I
it's a
haven't.
falling star.
Ooh,
like
Micah,
this
was that
is
a Howl's
from the
Moving Castle
sky.
reference?
Wait, what
Nope.
did she say?
Maybe.
Okay, that was.
Maybe
I'm gonna take
was.
that as a Howl's Moving Castle
And
reference.
What'd
as
she
good as the
say?
references are, coming back to the D&D game and the
Wait,
episode
what
we're
did she
closing.
say?
Maybe it was
A
the
falling star.
Falling star.
Maybe it's a falling
Do
star.
we know what stars are?
Okay, if we could just zero
We
back
can
to
see
that
them.
D&D session happening.
Well, no, I'm genuinely asking if we know what
Sudden
stars
blinding
are.
divination. Oh, it's not a falling star. Okay, so anyway, back to the session that was happening.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Well,
Yeah.
as you all consider and watch, those strips playing light are getting more and more common and luminous, and they are starting to like brighten to the point where like you were getting flashes of the pelages of the animals around. You were starting to see patterns of brilliant cardinals and dappling of white across the fur of the sides of elk and deer, and the animals, like there is you guys have you've never seen this many wild animals of different species at once coming together, and animals are coming and going, and this clearing is filling and emptying, and wolves, big wolves, come stalking out and drink right next to fawns and then return to the edge, and the light is getting more and more, and it's starting to move fast enough that it's like it's flickering and it's gathering up into soft spires and disappearing. And you all start to notice that the pattern of this light is like flame. And it's like there are tongues of fire gathering, like a gas so light and thin as to only be the light itself. Just and it's like it's burning over the surface of the water in strips, just all over the water surface, and wherever it's going, snow is just very suddenly now melting and turning into steam, and this whole area is slowly, surely becoming like a pond. And you all watch as some of the flames lick near the edge of the water's edge, like there's this small flock of doves, and this flame gets a little too close and goes over them, and none of them burn. And the birds stay completely calm. They don't move at all. And as the flame burns across them, as it burns away, there's like this kind of quick iridescent shimmer that just runs down their feathers and disappears. And out right from where they are, these two quick stalks of like some sort of like a reed grow up
Ooh.
at the edge, just a few inches, and like suddenly stop in their growth. And like you all are watching as plants are starting to bloom, and like lilies begin forming over the water where this golden flame is going by. And this clearing is starting to get kind of dense with animal life that's coming and going, drinking from the water, and bugs are starting to fill, and it's coming and going, and you all are just watching more and more of this happen. And slowly but surely the clearing is starting to be lit with gold light as more and more of this strange flame is burning a few inches over the pond. And like it's becoming like kind of like dawn bright just from the center of this pond itself as the flame is disappearing
What
and
time
leaving.
is it?
Middle of the night.
What
2:30
time is it?
a.m. Okay.
So it's
time.
not like actual morning.
No, and all the light is very clearly coming from the source of light at the pond. And it's weird because it's like dawn, darkness.
Is there like you said it's kind of happening intermittently. Is there any like pattern to?
It's like fire burning.
Oh, okay.
It's like
But not like
the
a
top
rhythm
of the
or
pond
anything?
is burning.
That's cool.
Not that I know a whole lot about magical stuff, but can't y'all like, I don't know, identify think
It has to be an object.
this is Craig talking.
Yeah, I don't know how I would
Oh,
touch it to like
jump in and
to grab it to identify it.
Craig, it kind
Or
of
I
seems like
would.
you want
Yeah.
to jump in.
And as Craig says that,
You
you
know?
all watch as the dome starts reacting
Oh.
to it.
Uh-huh.
And the side of the dome facing the water of that perfect, unmovable surface begins rippling and twitching
My
and
dome!
dancing with the movement of the fire. And you all
That's
watch as
cool.
iridescent colors spill across, and the tone and color of the dome starts shifting, reacting to this light fire.
Do I like feel it kind of since it's like
And Ro, I love that. With every wave, you feel like sensations move across you. And Ro, as the dome ripples and you feel it, give me a charisma check. Man, I love you. I promise the episode's about that.
oh just straight charisma, right?
Straight charisma. Performance check.
Ooh, interesting.
18.
18. Okay. We'll call that like 1 or 2 above enough.
Is the owl bear there?
No, it's left. It's come and
Said
Are
gone.
there
bye.
any of those things with the?
Not that you see, no. But Ro, there is something playing at the back of your head. You are standing at the edge of something, subconsciously speaking. You're having like a beautiful mind. Have you seen the movie Beautiful Mind? You're having like a beautiful
been a minute,
mind
but-
musicians kind of moment here. A Goodwill Hunting, math, blah 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 moment as a musician, because like there's rhythm here, but like so much more complex. Like the best way I know how to put it is this is a level of understanding of pattern that you're not anywhere near comprehending, but it is your great musical expertise that is providing you, like, it's the sort of like, that's a pattern. No, that couldn't be there's a pattern. No, there's a pattern. Like someone's playing at the back of your head and you are feeling a rhythm here. It's like it's moving in you. You feel it in your chest. It feels familiar in an old way, but like you've never known it before. Like you've always known it. There's something here. There's something going on. You feel it. Every wave that touches the dome and shifts it and then moves concordantly across your skin is like being touched by something powerful, but from a great distance. Like the feeling of standing under sunshine and knowing that however subtle the sensation, it's coming from something incredibly powerful. It's so far away.
I'm gonna kind of like what I did when I was figuring out the bees. I'm gonna open my songbook and like obviously you can't notate it, but you know how you notate rhythm. Like I'm gonna start trying to
And
like
you are frustrated by the
yeah,
nonsense.
like I'm just gonna
How
like keep doing
incomprehensible it
marks
is.
and like
Yeah.
things aren't working and like yeah.
But it's insufferable. You're constantly like, it's like trying to draw fire as it moves in your mind. So impossible to track its pattern, but continuing to see the vague silhouette of its form.
I see you're doing this. I cast guidance.
Hmm?
I cast guidance.
Okay.
On her.
On Ro?
Yeah.
Excellent. You do not have it, but you are guided. Like she's not getting the pattern.
Oh, okay.
Craig, do you have any sort of a reaction? You don't have to. Go outside of the dome and try and catch the light.
No, I'm gonna play it safe. I'm a little scared. I'm just gonna be kind of in awe of the light, kind of mesmerized by it. I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay. Ribagoo?
Greta is writing down what she's not. She's sitting like on the very, very edge of the hut, just absorbing it.
Right where
Yeah.
the edge of the
Yeah,
dome
she's
is.
sitting like imagine like a little kid like sitting with her nose to the glass at the aquarium.
Greta, as you sit closer and closer, the necklace on your neck is getting warmer and warmer, and it feels like the metal's vibrating. Like it is reacting to the dances of the fire. And as it does, you realize that your notebook is vibrating.
Whoa.
And Craig, as you sit there with Star Splinter sheathed on your back, you can feel it thrumming against your armor. It's like every magical item is reacting to the movement of this flame.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2 steps forward.
Okay, Craig
Out of the
stands up in the dome,
dome?
short enough that even as he rises, he's still inside. And there's a step and a step. Craig stands in the middle of the hut now, gently crushing clovers.
He's gonna
under his
go
feet.
to the edge of the hut, still within it.
Craig passes by you, Ro, and Greta, he gets right up next to you, and he stands higher than you, but right at the edge, looking out.
Does
It is
the
a sea of
thrumming
animals around you.
sensation? Does the sensation of the Star Splinter get stronger? Did anything
Grows
happen
stronger.
with that?
Grows stronger.
It does.
And there's a numbing sensation on one of the fingers of your hands as Faber's clasp is vibrating with it. And on your forearm as well from your slingshot.
I call on the kitty.
Obviously, I should have known. Craig slightly twists the ring subconsciously on his hand. That little jade stone light for a second, and then all of a sudden, this little black cat just going. He looks up at you.
Hey, little
frustrated at you.
guy. I know
And-
that this isn't your favorite place to be.
Craig, he looks at you, and then his eyes turn toward the water. And he fluffs up a lot, and his pupils dilate, and his tail starts swishing, and he just gets up and pads right out of the dome and walks away from you through the edge of the wall.
No.
And with a couple of long mottled snakes to his left, and just like a fox 3 times his size to his right, and then like a larger stork standing next to that. He just plods right in between them, gets down and gets that little cat loaf muffin position, and just starts
Loaf.
lapping at the edge of the water. And the actual, we'll call it a heron, dips its long beak down, swallows water, and then flies away. And the fox is just lapping next to the cat, and the snake's next to it, and they have no reaction to each other. And after each animal drinks, it moves away. And slowly, the perimeter of this bowl is starting to empty as you gather. Thousands and thousands of the animals from the area have come, drank, and left.
Greta.
Yeah.
Would if I turned you into something, would you want to go out of the hut and
I
no?
don't just want to watch.
If I turn into something, then the hut will come down.
Oh.
Craig, would you want to
Yeah.
turn into an animal and go down there?
Yeah, I'll turn into an owlbear.
You want to turn? Okay. Maybe something a little
Actually,
more
Can you
friendly
turn me into
looking.
like a cat or like a?
Those snakes aren't being mad. I'll be fine. People
That's
are.
what I meant.
They look pretty. They look pretty docile.
Did you say a
I just-
snake? What?
Yeah, like the snakes over there. They're looking pretty nice to each
Okay,
other.
so-
Like,
You both want to go?
Can you do that?
Okay.
wait,
Yeah,
can we be owlbears and then hold hands while we
No.
go down to the
Right,
water?
how about we be a cat?
What if we were owlbears and we
Like,
held
if-
hands?
Craig,
Just kidding, but what if?
Craig, you could be a cat and you
This
could
could be
talk to your
us, but you
friend.
play it. Oh man, that's a good idea. That's probably better than the owlbear. But then I can talk to owls. I almost said bowels. I thought I could
Owls
talk
and
to bowels.
bears.
I think as y'all are contemplating this, Rose starts starts just trying to play as quietly as she can, and purple and green start swirling around y'all, and y'all
Okay.
are slowly turning into cats
Cute.
that kind of look like Faber. They're like black cats.
And you both anamorph into cats,
I
and
I like bonk Craig on the head.
there's one bap, one soft bap on your head, and you all have a moment of as cats. Your view of the world suddenly getting bigger as you all shrink,
Happy.
and then your senses suddenly expanding. And as you turn into cats, your like grasp of clear understanding softens a little bit as your intelligence score lowers, but your senses widen. And as you all look at the fire, you start to see it in many different colors, like a rainbow of colors.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah. Is Landon trying to join? Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
We're gonna pause very briefly while Lando joins. So everybody freeze. Freeze.
What is happening?
Freeze. Everybody freeze.
It's not even cool.
I think we have to pause recording, right?
No.
Okay.
Guys, you can't join because you're not sitting
Okay, I texted him join ? We'll see what happens.
What is happening?
Okay, anyway. So should I just return to DMing now?
Yeah.
Or
No, he needs to join. Maybe? I
what
don't
is
know.
Landon doing?
Man, I'm tired. He's sending a lot of GIFs in the Discord chat about needing to join.
Didn't like how you said that.
Okay, anyway. I'm just gonna continue DMing, and if he joins, he joins. Otherwise, we'll wrap up the episode. But because Bazz will join and be like, I call Zorgrim, so I'm not ready for that curveball. As the two of you look out at the fire, you hear like a cacophony of sound you couldn't as
Pretty weird.
as humanoids, and it sounds like the overwhelming quality of rain, but like some sort of a tonal and perceptible musicality. And the fire has a rainbow color, and you feel deeply drawn to it.
I go towards it.
Okay. The cat just seamlessly passes through the portal. You pad right over a snake and past a frog and down to the edge of the water and begin lapping. Craig, do you
I
join?
drink it.
I'm right beside her. I'm probably racing her, honestly.
I'm not racing,
Oh,
but I
no.
do drink the water.
And you both lap it up. As you do, sensation is... Your mind is emptied. And you
guys
feel
drink the
only
Kool-Aid.
a deep warmth. And you don't even notice as the magic cast over you dispels. Sort of pulled apart by your proximity to this primordial magic. Hello, Landon.
Yay!
And get ready for this
Mike,
curveball, Lando.
Not work.
Wait, are we recording right now?
Because
There
yeah,
we
we're
go.
recording.
Oh,
Yep.
well, I'm glad because I wanted to say
Uh,
something before we started out, actually, that I had been, I don't know.
And Lando, before you say
We're
anything,
still
you
at
should
the
know that
end
your
of this-
audio input is incredibly low.
Oh, my audio input
And we're
is low?
finishing this episode, not starting the next.
Oh.
Yes. But Craig and Greta, you all don't notice as the polymorph immediately cast over both of you all just falls apart in the proximity of this magic. And so as they pad toward the water, they turn back into themselves and then get down on all fours and like drink.
Huh.
And like they can't notice, so overwhelmed
Whoa.
by what they're feeling. And Greta, as your hand like pushes into the soft soil at the edge of the water and the water comes up over, you don't notice as all these nicks and cuts over your hand begin like healing and unifying and smoothing, and some of like the wrinkled skin on your knuckles like sort of grows younger.
No.
And
Can I say that it,
No.
Craig does not notice as he bends down and his heavy hands push into the soil that as he drinks from the water, he doesn't watch some of the burns on the left side of his face smooth a little bit and some of the natural color return. And Craig, you don't even notice as some of the sight in your left eye returns and some of the image of the water clarifies and you regain some of the sight of the color. And you don't notice as you drink cool water and as more and more of the animals
Why does
are
that
kind of
make me
disappearing.
emotional?
I had a cyst that I
disappearing
wasn't
from-
telling anyone about. Does that get better too?
You're still in the bubble, or Bazz.
Yeah, it's just me and Greaves.
Oh.
Sorry, buddy.
I'm gonna say,
Help
if
me find your dad.
as I see them turn back, I think I would drop the hut.
Well,
Yeah.
As they are drinking, more and more of the animals have come and gone, and it's the animal population is starting to grow thinner. And more are coming and going as many have drank. And Greta and Craig, you all sort of come to after drinking, sort of like, oh, we're not animals anymore. But you realize you've been down on all fours, and more of the aquatically capable or semi-aquatic animals are just entering the water and staying, and more of the non-aquatics are leaving. And as you all stand up in the soft mud, you realize that you've been on all fours drinking, and you feel rejuvenated, enlivened, and filled with peace. And Craig, you're not necessarily immediately visually aware of it, but this side of your face feels different. You have more, it's not all the way back, but you have more vision in your left eye again. And Ro, as you look at them and, watch them have this weird reaction and start letting go of the hut, which is dissipating. As more and more of the animals leave, you watch more and more of that golden fire. It's like bonfiring over the water. It's growing to like 9 feet in the air in its middle.
Does it feel like fire?
It has a very strong thermal quality, and you can't tell whether or not it's cold or hot. But it feels like a lot of something, and it's like it's a sensation you've never felt before. Something more than cold or heat. It's really hard to understand. The hut dissipates. Ro, you're left standing there in awe. Greta, you and Craig come to, staring at this incredible golden fire. And Landon, having just joined, if you want, Bazz can wake up to this with the context you lap, or he can keep sleeping. Also, I'm still not sure how loud your audio input is, but...
Well, I am in a bit of a predicament. So...
Okay, yes, I still don't hear you super well.
Google Chrome is
I
crashing
hear him
around
normally.
me. And if I try to click anything on the screen, it will shut everything down. But if you can hear me
so maybe
like this...
I can hear you well enough.
I can hear
Okay.
him.
Yeah, I can hear you
well
okay.
Bazz,
Yes, Google Chrome is crashing around
Google
you.
Chrome is crashing around me.
Wait, I don't think it's recording his audio though, the way it looks.
No, it is. I see my waveform.
Oh, it is? Okay.
I see. He's
I'll tell you
gotten
what,
3 of
Mika.
them.
Jackie.
You can go for it if you
All
like.
right, Bazz wakes up. I don't know where I am, what's going on, and I'm kind of cold, I assume.
So Bazz,
No, you're not cold.
I sleep.
you
I'm
wake
a
up.
chill sleeper.
to the edge
Reasons you
of
don't
that
know.
crater.
No, you were in the hut. I had it warm.
Sorry, Zach. Please continue. I'm cold.
No, it's no
I'm
problem.
cold.
Craig, Bazz, you wake up to that edge of that crater you guys had fought in. Oh my goodness. Sudden summary. Ro and Greta conversed briefly with Jaci, who Greta sent away for some magical implements for town because Greta said that she could do something to protect the area. You all agreed to just kind of like camp out for a day, and Jaci talked about like helping you guys go west if you needed. And so you guys have just kind of had a day of peaceful resting.
Okay.
And you all fell asleep under the dome, and you fell asleep to like kind of some of the snow melting, sitting at the edge of the crater, and you have now woken up to just a landscape filled with wild animals who are coming and going from the pond. Wait, all the snow's melted into a pond. Holy crap! A huge cloud of thin golden fire, heatless and floating above the water, burning in soft moving columns above the water. And for some reason, Craig and Greta are right at the water's edge, silhouetted by it. Tella's asleep next to you. Rose sitting still in awe, watching, and you're suddenly awake there. That's weird. It's the middle of the night.
Oh. I just watch.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Crazy.
Greta and Craig, anything?
I think
So we're people now licking water, right? That's what's
Well,
happening.
you're standing up. But you're all standing at the water's edge, yeah.
Okay.
I think Greta probably just maybe like takes a couple layers off, like takes her cloak and just lays it by the shore and just kind of like wades in.
Well, you don't, because your first step on the water steps onto it, and it pushes it down an inch or two until the water resists you. And you take another step, and Greta, as you go to step, like you find yourself in this calm experience.
Jesus.
And then you realize that the water is resisting you and you are standing on top of
Whoa.
it. And you take a couple steps forward and the water is burning higher and higher and you are feeling more and more of this. Is it heat? Is it cold? The temperature from the fire. You start to realize that you're standing in it.
Whoa.
And the more and more you walk into it, you start realizing, oh, you are on fire. And the fire is burning up your clothes. But as it burns up them, nothing is being singed. And you can feel it licking up your jaw and through your hair. And you are being filled with sensation. And as you look behind you, you see only your allies, colored by gold. But as you look forward, you are starting to see more and more swirls of color. And you feel like you're walking into something far, something brilliant, and something more. And you feel the symbol on your chest like vibrating to the point it's like numbing your
I want to go
collarbone.
into. I start going with them.
Yeah, I keep walking.
Bazz suddenly stands up, walks to the shoreline, and Bazz, you also begin, like, first you're treading through soft soil, and then eventually you are walking onto water forward into this fire. Craig, did you have something to say?
I'm gonna join.
Okay. Craig gets
Shadrach,
up and
Meshach, and
walks
Abednego, I guess.
over the water and into fire. Tello is still sleeping. Ro, you watch your allies walk, and as they walk further and further into the fire, their silhouettes grow dimmer and dimmer.
I go forward.
Okay.
I will start slowly walking behind them.
Ro, you stand up and okay, you're walking on water, and then golden fire, incredible sensation, and as you all walk further and further forward into the fire,
like that buzz, that rhythm, weird
impossibly
thing.
more intensely. It's overwhelming all of your senses now, closing out everything else you're feeling. And as you all each walk further and further into the fire, should you look to your left and right, you see less and less of the people around you. Like each of you all is walking further and further away from each other. And things get brighter and brighter, and you feel more and more of the heat until suddenly and all the fire disappears. And each of the four of you just and you're now in like 2 to 3 feet of water. And you all are just in it. And as you all are suddenly shocked by the sensation of cooler water, you all look around, and where you deeply were in the water, it's just totally different now. There are plants everywhere. Water lilies and okay, I'm not gonna get into it. There's a bunch of plant species. And this pond is just filled with them. And you all feel like movement brush past your leg as fish move through that definitely weren't here before. And like birds like sort of land by the edge of the water, fly away. And this is just now a fully populated, life-thriving, huge pond. And there's just occasional little tongues of like golden fire.
I'm gonna stand up and walk.
Okay. And as you stand up to your full height, the water comes up to about the middle of your neck, and you have to like slow walk, wade out to the edge. But you get there, Ro. Craig, same experience. Greta, you are fully submerged until you swim a little further out.
Okay.
Bazz, you're the only one standing up where the water's halfway up you. Okay.
And it's almost like a I do it in a weird. I'm flavoring this because of like this animalistic instinct that we just kind of experienced. I almost kind of like when I press to digitate, I almost like I whistle and I like shake it off.
Oh, that's so cool.
Like,
oh, that's
animal,
awesome.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Okay. Do each of you leave the water?
Really quick.
Yep.
I wanna. Do I know about where the cave is?
Somewhere to your right now.
Okay. Can I how far down is it?
As you look over to the edge and in the like peering through your vision in the moonlight, like 14 inches of the mouth of the cave are above the water, and everything else is submerged.
That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I go back to the.
And assuming, anyone tell me, speak now or forever hold your peace, but as each of you all wades out of the water and comes out, and I assume are prestidigitated dry by Ro, you stand there in the middle of the night, of course, confused by what has happened, and the cacophony of animals that have suddenly made this pond that suddenly came to existence their home rings out in the night around you. And Tello sort of shifts and rolls over in his sleep, completely ignorant to what has transpired. You all stand there a little bewildered and confused for a moment as we end episode 96.
Interesting.
Wow.
And
Wow.
that's that. Landon, having gone through that whole episode, just hit the listeners with a quick thought.
Quick thought. You can't jump too much.
There you go. That has been this week's Quick Thoughts with Landon. Listeners, life is an incredible
Abby didn't like my
adventure.
thought.
You are a very important part of it. The Patreon is very cool. And that will be this week's episode. Everybody say it with me now.
You can't
Skibbity
jump too much.
Skibbity wop.
wop.
Bop.
Da-da.
Dada.